A pharmacist mixes 200 milliliters of 20% dextrose with 100 milliliters of 5% dextrose. What is the final dextrose concentration in percent weight over volume? So the first thing I'm going to do is calculate the amount of drug in each of them. So there's two different solutions. It's 200 milliliters of 20% dextrose and 100 milliliters of 5% dextrose. So I'm going to calculate the amount of drug in this, the amount of drug in this, and then add them together. So first what I'm going to do is take the 200 milliliters and convert that to the number of drugs. So 200 milliliters of mix, times it by 20% dextrose. 20% dextrose is the same thing as 20 grams of drug over 100 milliliters of the mixture, or 100 milliliters of the mixture all over 20 grams. Could be either one of these two. The reason why I'm going to use this one is because I want the milliliters to cancel out. I want this milliliters here in the denominator to cancel out with milliliters here. So then when I solve for this, 200 times 20 over 100, that equals 40 grams of the drug. That's in this solution here. And now I'm going to calculate the amount of drug in this solution. So 100 milliliters of the mixture times it by 5%. So 5% is the same thing as 500 grams over 100 milliliters. Or it could be 100 milliliters over 5 grams. The reason why I know to use this one is because I want the milliliters here in the denominator to cancel out milliliters here. So when I solve for this, 100 times 5 over 100, that equals 5 grams of drug. That's for this mixture. So this mixture here on the left has 40 grams of drug, and this mixture here on the right has 5 grams of drug. So now I'm just going to add these two together because I want total of the drug divided by total of the mixture. So I'll just add these two together for the total drug. So 40 grams plus 5 grams. So that's the total amount of drug in the numerator. And the total amount of the mixture is 200 milliliters plus 100 milliliters. And then if I simplify that, 40 plus 5 is 45 grams over 200 plus 100, that's 300 milliliters. The reason why I want to do this is because now I want to use this number here, 45 grams over 300 milliliters. I'm going to force this to 100 milliliter volume. That's because the definition of this percent strength formula, percent weight over volume, is some grams of drug all over 100 milliliters of the solution. That's what this percent concentration means. That's why I try to force this proportion here to this. So X number of grams over 100 milliliters. I set this proportion, 45 grams over 300 milliliters, and I want to convert this to 100 milliliters total volume because I want to calculate my percent strength. So most people do, they just cross multiply 45 grams times it by 100, and then cross multiply this 300 times it by our variable X that I need to calculate. So when you solve for that, 45 times 100, that's 4,500. Divide that by 300. So then my X will equal 15. And that's my answer. Or you could do what I do. So when I see this 445 divided by 300. And then this 300 is here. And this 100 is here. I just divide this by 3. Because 300 divided by 3 is 100. So 45 divided by 3 is 15. You could do it that way also. So this dextrose concentration is actually 15 grams over 100 milliliters. This 15 I just calculated. So that's the same thing as 15% weight over volume. So now on the computer, they say answer numeric, no units or commas. So you just put in 15 in the computer. And that is your answer. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments.